we can go get dressed together. Sorry about that. Did you guys see the last video, how that freaking shit ended? I fell. If you didn't notice. Yes, I did. I fell to the ground just like my fucking toothbrushes. What the fuck? So annoying. What's going on today? Alright. Look, you. Toothbrush. Not you. I'm gonna put my brassiere on. Oh, we're also gonna close that. Okay? I can't believe the video ended like that. That should be me holding your hands. I keep singing that song. That should be me. Okay, I'm gonna wear this shirt tonight. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. I mean, it's not the big of a deal. It's just a brassiere. You've seen a bathing suit before, right? Okay. Meow. That should be me holding your hand. I keep singing that song. I've had it stuck in my head since last night. I haven't even listened to it. J Beebs, what are you doing to me? So fun fact, if you're wondering, which nobody fucking is, I'm just gonna tell you anyway. If I, growing up, was a J Beebs girl or a 1D girl, I was J Beebs. Justin Bieber. That's what I did growing up. I was in love. I was almost positive we were gonna end up together. You know when you're younger and you convince yourself, oh, Justin, where have you been? I missed you. Oh, God. So, this is what I look like for today. Oh, brush. You ever, like, when you were little and you had, like, long hair, if you're, if you ever had long hair when you were little watching this, and, like, you had a parent brushing your hair, and your hair would feel like it's being ripped out of your head, and you're like, please stop. Why couldn't our parents just brush our hair softly and nicely? You start from the bottom, get those knots out, keep going higher up, keep going higher up, keep going higher up, and then all the knots are out instead of going from here, making an even bigger knot and shoving that knot all into one, you know? Obviously my mom didn't know that concept, but that's okay. I didn't either until I went to, I did cosmetology school. I've done everything. I went to school to be a teacher, so I have my development associates. Be a preschool teacher, which yeah, I was. I could be a kindergarten teacher. But I ended up being a nanny for a really long time growing up because it was just like a better deal, less stress, more money, you know, like I actually felt like I was making a really big difference when it came to like working for a family versus working for like the Goddard school or working for another type of school. Yeah. I will, after working in a daycare, I can tell you, I will never, in all of my days of living, no matter what, and I'm not shaming any parents who bring their children to daycares because they have no idea what goes on behind the scenes, but I'm just telling you, it's not what you think. The teachers aren't as good and smiley as you think they are. They're not as sweet as you think they are. They're not as nice as you think they are. They'll smile in your face and then take your kid and shove them right on the wall for a timeout, even though it's the most ridiculous shove you've ever seen. And if anybody's wondering, why didn't you report it? Don't worry. Don't worry. all taken care of. And then I quit. But that's, you know, you can't trust people with the things that you love the most in the world, unfortunately. Or at least I can't. Some people can. Some people are very trustworthy. But when it comes to my job and what I do, I realize that people aren't as trustworthy as you would like to think that they are. People aren't as good as you would like to think that they are. So it can be very, pretty scary, honestly. The world is a scary place, but that's why you gotta use your discernment, and you gotta, I don't know, not just trust anybody just because they have a smiley face. Some guy one time came up to me and he's like, hey, I'm a priest. Can I talk to you for a minute? And he wouldn't leave me alone. And he kept getting really, really in detail about my life, asking me all these questions about my personal life, where I live. And I was getting so uncomfortable. I was like, I need to leave. And he's like, no, just stay for a couple more minutes. I have something I really need to talk to you about. Blah, blah, blah. You just met me, sir. What the fuck could you actually need to talk to me about? I told you I want to leave. You're not letting me leave. So then I went to a security guard and I was like, I kept looking over him. I was like, help. And the security guard came over, told the guy he needed to leave and get out of there. He's like, yeah, 1 minute, we're just having a conversation here. And then the security guard left, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't leave, he was just like a few steps away. I was like, how is this guy like actually doing this right now? And he had the biggest smile on his face, but I had the sickest feeling in my stomach from him. So that's one thing that you need to really do, is listen to that gut feeling of yours. Just because the outer situation doesn't look like, it doesn't match, it doesn't make sense. Like, my gut's feeling yucky, but there's a big smile on his face and he looks like a nice person or whatever. Like, listen to that gut feeling, because a lot of the times people like to hide behind something bigger. Like, some people like to hide behind God. Some people like to pretend they believe in God and be a priest and present themselves that way, so you trust them, and then you trust them, and then something bad happens, you know? Like, you've got to be careful about what we trust, who we trust, and yeah. Let me pull a couple cards for that. Actually, I'm going to do this deck. So if you made it through, you know this is for you. This one. Okay, so there's a third-party situation in June, okay? Something that needs to be cleaned up. Angels are saying clean it up, made a mess, dirty, okay? Something is needing a cleanup, some kind of a bump in the road that happens from this third-party situation that happened in June. They're showing a trash can, so they're saying to throw this third-party situation away. Throw it out, throw it away. Ooh, 'cause somebody's been noticing that there's an untrustworthy energy. And now, it's like, I do want to lay with you until I'm old. I want to be with you for the long haul. But this is a toxic and poisonous connection. And unfortunately, it's got to be cleaned up. It's got to be cleaned up, because there's a competition situation. Damn. Forbidden love. Let's keep getting the same exact messages in different ways. Remove the negativity, the toxic energy. Oh my gosh, this is wild. Because it brings a lot of sadness, and you might think like, oh, it brings this like fleet of excitement, but at the same time, it really does bring depression. So angels want you, excuse me, to be willing to live in your truth, live in your more playful side of life, and trust that when you're in a higher vibration, you have a wish coming true from whatever this third-party situation is. There's going to be a realization that somebody's been acting very fake and pretending in some direction that you've been going when it comes to an offer of love, but you're going to have a realization, and the truth will come forward, because there's going to be some kind of a ghosting situation that takes place, and it causes distance between this third-party situation, and distance causes a realization. There's masculine energy here as being significant, okay, and a pop-up of a very unexpected surprise situation that takes place. So get ready. I love you. There's a lot of change coming in. 5-5 could be significant and 3-3 could be significant for some of you guys, but I love you. And here I go. I'm going to start my day and do the readings. Love you. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, and if you would like to book a reading with me or purchase one of my tarot decks or donate to the animal shelter, I'll put the links below. I would be so graciously appreciated, greatly appreciated. I don't know. I love you.